Welcome back to the channel, and today we're just going to have a quick look through the MiniArt 135th Panzer III Ausf.B, which comes with crew. So starting with the instructions, it's typical stuff. We've got a bathtub style hole being made up with separate sides and the one bit along the bottom. Straight onto the running gear, down here with sprockets and idlers, and starting to look at the rear deck. It's quite comprehensive, there's plenty going on. As you can see, we're just building up the running gear still. This is one of the very early Panzer IIIs, which actually has 8 sets of wheels on the running gear instead of the more usual 6 that you get later on. And still again on getting all of the wheels and stuff on. Then starting on the rear deck, so we've got parts going on for that as well. There are photo etch parts included in this one that gives a bit of refinement here and there. And you can open up some of the vision ports. Again, more small details going on, making up sections of the upper hull. And then side fenders. And they're done in one whole bit, and you've got all of the tools going on there. There are photo etch bits for quite a lot of them, and some of them have the tool clamps moulded with the open brackets. Then we start to put the upper hull together, so you've got the rear deck and the front section going on, and then you've got the middle section as well with the hole for the turret. And then we've got the tracks, which are interlinking tracks and meant to be workable, and they are designed a bit like the old school model casting tracks. So you've got the pins on a sprue like this, and you use the sprue to your advantage. So you cut a section of sprue off for the amount that you've got lined up and push them in, run the glue, push them in the other side, run the glue, and as long as you don't use too much glue, they should be working. And then you can put them on or leave them to one side. Then we've got quite a full interior to the turret. So you've got a turret bin here, which is the drop down lower section where the crew stand. All of the chairs, and then all of the gun breech is going on here as well. So you've got 2 machine guns going in, and then the cannon as well. And then that all gets brought through with the mantlet, and everything comes together and goes on at the end to complete the model. So marking schemes are typical for this type. So it's quite early, 1938-39, so it's all Poland and pre-war. So you've got unidentified unit Poland, and that's the white 234. Then we've got 2nd Battalion unidentified unit, and that's got the yellow markings there, and then the white crosses. And then on the back we've got the Sudeten land sort of annex that the Germans did going into Czechoslovakia, and that's one of the early grey and brown schemes in 1938. Then we got the 1st Battalion of the 1st Panzer Regiment of the 1st Panzer Division, Poland, September 1939. And then in service during the campaign in Poland, 1939, just a plain one with crosses. So a little bit of a different review here, just going to run through it. I can't really get too in depth, but we can have a look at all the stuff that we've got in this one. So here we've got the photo etch, and the packaging's great. It comes in this separate little envelope, and it's got plastic stuck to the front and back, and it basically caters for the grills on the back. Quite a lot of that is taken up there. Some small parts go for the tools, and then you've got the surrounds for the loader and gun aimer doors on the side of the turret. So that's a nice option. It's always good to get some photo etch included. Then we've got the decals sheet, which has a pretty good carrier film. In fact, it's very good. All of those numbers have the carrier film right around separately. So that's good to know. Always like to see that. And we've got some clear parts for the periscopes and the lights at the front as well, the lenses. So the tracks come as I showed you before, so you get all of the pins on a sprue like this, and then the tracks come in sections here. So it should be pretty good if you're close enough for getting them off of the sprue. There shouldn't be too much problem with the guide, with the locating pins. This middle one's going to leave quite a little bit, so you're not going to be able to get that off clean, but the rest of them should come off pretty good. Quick swipe with a sanding stick, you know, it's tracked, same old thing. There's no easy way around it, you just got to get on and do it really. And we've got a few separate bits that are obviously just for this version. So that's the middle section of the upper hull, which is in one piece. Nice detail, raised details, raised rivet and bolt head detail all across there, and some nice weld seams. And then you've got, again, a turret there, which is nicely preformed. Again, tons of detail all over this. Really great weld seams. Then we've got a great big sprue there, which caters for a lot of things. All parts you can see is pretty obvious. You've got tools, you've got parts of the front deck, the lower part of the turret, the mantlet, and the floor with raised detail there as well. Just got that nice texture to it. Tons of stuff. That's what you get with MiniArt. You get plenty of bits and bobs. Again, another sprue there for the rear deck. Same level of detail over all of this. This has got recessed bolt heads now. Very, very finely done. You do get a full crew from their early set, which is the 1939 to 40 set, which means that they've got those berets, which is quite unique to that period of the war. It's nice to get that included. It's a brilliant set. I think they're in the instructions. There you go, that's what you get. So that's the poses. It's pretty good. Panzer black uniform. So that's a nice touch. Good that they've chucked that in. Then we've got more track pins. Lots of repeating sprues of the different wheels. So again, very different to some of the later marks, like the ones that went into North Africa or even into France. I don't think the B actually made it to France. It was a very early model, and they sort of phased it out. But very unique for that, having the long set of running gear. Which is a nice option, that's why I've got it. I've never done a Panzer III actually in all the Panzers I've made. We've got more repeating sprues here, and that seems to be all around the running gear. So you've got loads of these. And then we've got idlers there. I don't think we've seen those. We've got two different types of sprockets. There's another sprocket on there as well. So you've got a part there that's got 6 sides, and then you've got a part there that's just round as well. So two different options there. This one big sprue caters for the parts for all of the lower hulls. So you've got the rear deck, the sides, and sorry, the rear panel, not the deck, the sides and the lower portion. Again, really good to see. You've got optional, well, you can position the front fenders and rear fenders, they're separate. Then lastly, we've got some few more bits there for the running gear. It's very intricate. I think there's over 1,000 pieces in this one. I think it says on the front of the box. And then we've got the turret bin, which is the dustbin sort of type. The early ones had, the Panzer IV had this type of cupola as well, which goes on the top. Quite high profile. They got rid of this after a while because it was a bit too easy to shoot off. So that was a quick look inside the box of the Panzer III Ausf.B W crew from MiniArt. Nice kit. I will be building this one, but put it up as a build review. I won't be doing it as a build video, but I will get it up at the end, maybe even once it's built, just to show you that, and then paint it afterwards and bring it onto a diorama. But a very nice kit. I like to sort of build these in the background just to give me a break. Takes the pressure off if you don't have to film. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like the big builds? You can go for the Tamiya kits, where some of their armour kits have less parts, maybe a little less detail, but a much easier build. Or do you like to get into one of these that's got over 1,000 parts, tons of stuff, as you can see the sprues here, but really get sort of lost in the build? Let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next video.